is during the process of getting that bracket back on, they have to let you dry your teeth. So you'll be sitting there, your mouth will be dry because they're trying to dry it, and then they'll sand it down, and then they'll put concrete on your teeth, and then they'll place the bracket on there, and then they'll shine this this UV blue light they have, and it'll sit there for about 5 or 6 seconds, and then it'll be beep, and they'll let you know it's done, and then they'll do it again, maybe 2 times or 3 times to make sure it's there, and then they put the wires in. So that's what happened to me. That only happened maybe once or twice, but it actually happened at the orthodontics. Now, if you actually do break your brackets, some of the orthodontics, they charge $25 per bracket to get it replaced. I don't know if you have the bracket in your hand, will they charge you or not? I've never had that happen, but I do know if you actually break the bracket, you do have to pay a $25 fee. So try not to break your brackets, and try not to chew any foods that would actually pop your wires out, because they actually happened to a friend of mine, and I actually had to get some tweezers and help him put that wire back in. It only popped out in the back, in the very back, when his back teeth at, because he was eating some Cookie Crisp. That's another thing. Try not to eat any foods that are hard. Chew some soft foods. If you want to chew some hard foods, be very careful with your back teeth, because you can pop that wire out in the back, and you can push it out, and it stings and hurts when it gets in your cheek. So don't do it. Be very careful. If you do, have some tweezers ready to pop it back in. Another thing is, when you chew your food, do not chew without a fork. When you eat, it's going to be more complicated to get the food out your teeth when you bite it firsthand, instead of just using a fork and cutting it into small slices. That's what the orthodox recommends. They use forks and cut your food up into smaller pieces, because a lot of times you just have bread and stuff out here. That's the main thing I hate, eating anything with bread, because that gets stuck and it's hard to get them out. But if you do decide to do that, use floss. And if you don't want to floss, because I know it takes a lot of time to floss, I have this right here, what they recommended, this Oral-B Super Floss. I'll show you what it looks like. It has a little end piece where you can insert it into your bracket, like this little piece where you can insert it. So you can insert it here like that, and then you can just floss. So yeah. Or if you don't like doing that, because it takes forever, and I mean forever, you can use a water flosser. That is mainly what I love to use. I use the regular floss string every now and then, but mainly I love to use this water flosser. I use the Sonicare one, Waterpik also. My Sonicare is at home, and then this Sonic, this Waterpik water flosser right here, I take it to work with me, and I use it mainly in my own bathroom, because I have 2 bathrooms, and I use this one in my main bathroom. This one helps. Be very careful when you turn this on, because when you turn it on, it goes. I shot up the bathroom with this, and I actually almost poked myself in the eye. So be very, very careful with this. I don't want to turn it on because it's filled with water. In this mug, it shoots, it goes. So be very careful with a water flosser, because this is a dangerous weapon. It's a dangerous weapon. You will shoot your eye out and any other body parts. Trust me, I went there. I've shot up the whole bathroom, and it's just like I had a water fight in there. So be very, very careful of this little demon thing. But it's also a great helper when you're trying to use all this. It comes with, I think, 4 or 5 different heads. I got mine at Best Buy, and I got my regular home one at Best Buy as well. It's a little bigger one, but this is the portable one. And it actually comes with a charger, so you can charge it up, and then you can take it on the go without the charger. And it has 2 different speeds. It has a high and low speed, so you can use this anytime, any day, and be great. So you can get all that bread, all that collard greens, all the macaroni, all the chicken out your teeth, if you decide to just bite it straight without a fork. So water flosser, get you one of these. Best Buy, Walmart, or whoever has them, is a very great thing to have when you have braces. This will save your day and your life, and have a better session with braces. So yeah. Another funny thing is your lips do kind of get caught on the brackets a little bit. Like sometimes mine get caught when I'm smiling a lot, like this. And then I try to let my lips back down, they get caught like this. And I have to go just to do that. So be aware of that. Sometimes when your lips get dry, wear Carmex. Carmex will be your best friend, because if your lips dry up, they're gonna get stuck. You're gonna be smiling and you're gonna try to look, and you're gonna get stuck, and you know, like that. So be very careful, because I don't think I'm the only one who actually deals with that, because that actually happens a lot, especially when I forget my Carmex. So I'll be running out the house really late, and the first thing that happens, my lips get dry, and I try to smile at someone, hey, good morning, and then my lips get stuck, and I have to go a lot. And people look at me like, what are you doing? Fixing my lip. My lip got caught on the hook. So yeah, I haven't had any accidents. A lot of people have said they had accidents with their lips getting caught on the wire and it ripped their skin off. Haven't actually had that problem. I think that was like maybe a while ago, maybe like 6 years ago, where that used to happen. But I think technology is growing nowadays. They actually have that problem resolved, where your braces don't get stuck on your lips no more. But if you bang your lips on something, that might happen. I did before, but it still hasn't caught my lip or anything. I had any major issues with it. But if you do and you have an emergency, some orthodontics do have an emergency line. Mine does, and it will come the same day, or they'll be like, they'll give advice and try to tell you what to do in that case. And then they'll try to schedule you to the next day that they can actually help you. If they have a really emergency where your bracket is coming off or your wire is poking you so bad or you can't handle it, they will come in that night and they will help you, even if they're after business hours. Mine has came, they told me to come in and they actually helped me out. So yeah, I still see my dentist. Yes, that is a very, very, very important thing you do, and your orthodontist will tell you, still see your dentist. Orthodontics do not do any dental work other than braces. So if you cancel your dentist, go back and call them and tell them, I still need you. Some dentists actually do orthodontics work there, but if you have a separate orthodontics, keep your dentist. They recommend you keep your dentist to keep your hygiene in place and see your dentist on a regular like you're supposed to. But before you go see your dentist, some dentists actually recommend that you get your wires taken off. So when you get your appointment for your dentist, actually get an appointment with your orthodontics to get it scheduled to get your wires taken out before you go. So the last thing, how long do I have till I get them off? I don't know yet. I know it's my second year. Hopefully I can get them off sooner if I start wearing my rubber bands. Like I said, if you don't wear your rubber bands, your braces treatment is going to take longer, and you're going to be upset if you and your best friend had your braces put on at the same time and he gets off his, or he or she gets his or her first, and you're still sitting there because you haven't consistently worn your rubber band. When you're putting your rubber bands on, they give you some kind of tool. It's a little small tool. It kind of looks like a little hook where you can hook your rubber bands on, and then it helps you, especially with people with long nails. It helps you just put them on the first hook. Like, if a hook, I mean these. So these little hooks at the top and that little hook. So what you do is you take that little the little hook helper, and you just take it, put it on. I don't have one, but I wish I had one so I could show you guys. But you just take the little hook, you hook it onto your rubber band, and make like a crochet stick. So you take the crochet stick, if you have one, and you put the rubber band on it, and then you just take it, wrap around that hook you have, and then stretch it out to the hook that they tell you to put it on. So it's an easy process. So if you have one of those or you need one, you can just go back to the orthodontics and get one, or you could probably use a crochet stick, which it helps, because I've never tried it, but I might try it since I just gave that idea, because it is a really good idea. I just thought about that. I think I covered everything about braces. If you have any more questions about braces and you're not comfortable with talking about it, you can email me. My email will be down in the description box. So just let me know if you have any more questions, and I hope I answer all of them. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Mwah.
I ain't never seen a girl like that. Tell me if you take a chance like that.